So this whole thing has been such a saga. Let's just say my Sony fanboy status may be in question after this. So let's jump back to the start. It all began in September 2021. Before I begin, you may have noticed these scabs on my face. Just ignore them. I took an electric needle to the nose about a week ago in a planned medical procedure performed by a doctor. Essentially, I needed some capillaries cauterized, and that's what happened. But they're still healing. Yeah, okay, cool. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into the video. So first up, why am I returning my PS5? Like, PS5s are so hard to come by. What are you thinking, Alex? Believe me, I'm not returning it because I want to. I'm returning it because it's faulty, which really sucks. So I've had 4 main issues with my PS5. The first and most annoying one is that it makes a lot of noise when I'm doing practically anything. And it's not all the time. Sometimes it's whisper quiet. Sometimes it is so loud I have to turn the TV up because I can't hear what's going on over the sound of the PS5. For example, most of the time when I'm playing a movie or a TV show on a Blu-ray disc, it is just loud the entire time. It doesn't stop making noise like this. The second issue is that occasionally while I was playing games such as Immortals Fenyx Rising and Spider-Man Remastered, the games just freeze, and after a while the console beeps loudly and resets itself. The third issue is that sometimes the audio just does not connect and I have to restart the console. The sounds just stopped working for no reason. Although somebody did leave a comment on my review video saying that this could be a Samsung thing because they also have the same issue with their Samsung TV. The fourth issue is that sometimes nothing connects at all. Like the PlayStation 5 will turn on, but absolutely no signal seems to make it to the TV. And I've tried changing HDMI cords, I've tried changing HDMI ports, it just doesn't seem to work. And the only thing that I can do is constantly reset and hard reset, pull all the cords out, and eventually it manages to connect again. It's just really frustrating. So of course, after doing some Googling, I found what I thought was the cause for all the noise the PlayStation was making, and that was coil whine. But from the forums that I was reading, apparently Sony doesn't consider this to be an issue. And I was thinking, how is that possible? It is so goddamn loud. Like, how can they say this isn't a problem? But then a couple months ago, I uploaded my 9-month review of the PlayStation 5 and went over all the issues I'd been having, and a whole bunch of you left comments telling me that that's not coil whine at all, that I have a faulty console and I need to get in contact with Sony. So here it is. What to expect when returning your PS5 to Sony. I'm gonna start off by emphasizing just how useless the PlayStation support page is. Let's take a look, shall we? So, PlayStation fix and replace, right? PlayStation 5, yeah, great. PlayStation 5 disc, yes, that is me. Doesn't need my serial number for some reason. All right, is it the first time you've used your PS5? No. What kind of issue are you experiencing? Discs and disk drive. Reader noise is very loud. Correct. With multiple games and movies. On specific points. Oh. What's this? A useless response. While playing some games and applications, you may find that your PS5 reader operates louder than usual. I don't know why Sony support is American because they are obviously a Japanese company, but anyway, this is normal and simply means that it is reading the disk information at a faster rate to load all the data more effectively. That's not what's happening, Sony. And then the only option is to go back to PlayStation.com. So instead, if we decide to just go back, let's say that it's constantly. Please follow these steps below to prevent your PS5 from overheating. Yes, cool. That didn't work. So it's all like blah blah blah, a loud noise from the reader isn't a big issue, blah blah blah, but let's just reinstall the software, right? Maybe that'll fix it. So you go through all the steps to reinstall the software, and it didn't work for me. Is there another solution? No, there's not. It just says, if you face any further issues in the future, please come back and we'll be happy to help you. You haven't solved my first issue, Sony. And again, there's no option. It's just back to PlayStation. Like, there's nowhere else to go. So long story short, useless. So that left me with the task of actually getting in contact with someone from Sony. I had tried calling Sony previously before I thought that I figured out that it was Coil whine, and they weren't open, even though it was during their normal open hours. But anyway, so I call Sony, go through a bunch of menus, as you do, and then get put on hold. And they have the nerve to say something along the lines of, did you know that many of your answers can be found at www.blah PlayStation support? No, they can't. I was on hold for 1 hour and 20 minutes. But of course, I'm also aware that bloody old lady Rona is still causing havoc to society, so wait times are to be expected. So I finally got onto someone, and I was like, hey, here are all the issues that I'm having with my PS5. I tried to be as efficient as possible. I was like, I've already been to your website, I've tried everything, none of the suggestions work, what's going on? And he's like, okay, so what noise exactly is the PlayStation making? And I was like, you know what? I recorded it, I'll just play it to you. So I played him this recording over speakerphone. And he was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna need you to send in the PS5 so we can take a look at it. And he's like, what's your email address? I'll get the repairs team to send you an email. That email will ask you for a link to a video of the issue that's happening with your PS5. And then once they receive that, they'll send you another email with a bunch of questions which they'll need to ask before starting the whole returns process. So anyway, the email said, thank you for contacting PlayStation. Please send us the URL of a video that contains the sound that your PS5 makes. Hope this helps. If you have any other questions, please contact PlayStation support and one of the team will be happy to help. So first contact with Sony was made on the 17th of September. Just keep that in mind for later. So I described the 4 issues that I was having and then the ways that I'd already tried to fix them because I didn't want them just dismissing it like it wasn't actually an issue like the website had. And I sent links to 2 different YouTube videos with the PlayStation making 2 different noises. And then I also sent a video of the whole console not connecting and then one of just the audio not connecting. So they had examples of everything. So 4 days later, on the 21st of September, they reply to me, which to be fair, our last email exchange was on a Friday, so this is the following Tuesday, so it's not that bad. It's more like 2 business days, so it's fine. Thank you for contacting PlayStation support regarding your PlayStation 5, PS5. I'm sorry to hear you're experiencing problems with your PlayStation product. Thank you. We will arrange a full repair for your console, but in order to do that, we need you to provide the following information. Name, number, email address, blah, 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 blah. A brief description of your problem again, and your case reference number. Now, this might be interesting to some of you. If your console is older than 12 months or out of warranty, the fee of the repair is $400. Now, that's 400 Australian dollars. So for those of you who think you may have a faulty PS5, but like me, you've been putting off actually getting in contact with Sony about it, and you're getting close to your warranty expiring, I would get on it because you don't want to have to pay 400 Australian dollars for nothing. I don't even know if that's going to be the same amount if you currency convert it to other countries, like whether they charge the same amount or not, I don't know. Please note that the repair process itself may take up to 15 days after we receive the device. We will send you another message with more information and packaging instructions once we have received your information. We hope this helps, and if you have any other questions, please contact PlayStation support and one of our team will be happy to help. Thanks. You may wonder why I emphasize that point, but you will know in a second. Now, I'll admit, I actually took 2 days to reply to this. I said, thank you for your reply. Don't worry, I know it must be very busy at the moment. How long do you think the process will take overall? And will there be a renewed warranty/guarantee after the repair? Also, do I need to back up my PS5 beforehand? Then on the 4th of October, I send them the following. Hi again, it's been 11 days since my last email and I haven't heard anything. Just checking I haven't been overlooked. Very polite. Nada. Then on the 12th of October, I decided I should be a little less polite. Hi. I replied to your email on the 23rd of September. It's now the 12th of October. It's been nearly 3 weeks and I haven't heard anything. I don't want to spend over an hour on the phone trying to get hold of you again. Please reply so I know something is actually happening. 2 days later, they reply, sorry for any inconvenience this may have caused. Please check your previous emails as we have sent you another one on the 21st of the 9th, 2021. Which for Americans, that's how we do our dates. And I thought, ah, crap, I've clearly missed an email, and I have replied to them curtly when it was unwarranted. How rude of me. So I go back through my emails and check, and to my surprise, the only email that I have from them on the 21st of September is that second email that I already replied to. I send the following. Hello, thank you for your response. I replied to your email on the 21st of September. Just to be safe, I'll copy and paste my reply again here. My email from over 3 weeks ago. So again, that was the 14th of October. On the 21st of October, I emailed them again. Hello again! It's now been a week since I last heard from you, and that was just to tell me to check my emails for an email I replied to a month ago. Unless I didn't receive a second email on the 21st of September, as in lost in cyberspace, I have replied to that one and I'm yet to hear anything back. In a little over 3 weeks' time, it will have been a year since I bought my PS5. I assume that if the warranty expires while I'm waiting to hear back from you, it will still be honoured, as there's nothing more I can do on my end besides wait for a response from you. Please give me an update to let me know that something is happening on your end. If you are processing it or if there is a delay, that's fine, but at least confirm that you have received my response. Thank you, Alex. Then pretty much first thing the next morning, on October 22nd, they reply, thank you for contacting PlayStation support. We apologise for the delayed response. I'm happy to inform you that your PS5 has been booked in our system. You will receive a separate email with the shipping labels and instructions on how to send out the unit. Hope this helps, blah blah blah. PlayStation support. You didn't even reply to 2 of my emails, and you just say apologies for the delayed response, like it was like a couple days, when it was a month of useless or no contact. So 10 minutes later, still the 22nd of October, funnily enough, I reply, hello again, thanks for getting back to me. I still have 3 unanswered questions from my initial reply. 7 minutes later, they're suddenly getting a lot better at replying. The process can take somewhere between 7 to 18 business days, starting with the day you send the console for exchange. When you get the replacement console, the warranty will be carried forward. You should back up your PS5 before sending it. Good advice. So I wasn't 100% clear on what they meant by your warranty will be carried forward. Like, does that just mean, does it continue? Does it go on hold until after I get the console back? What does that mean? So I say, hi again, just to clarify 2 things. When you say replacement console, am I getting an exchange or repair? Secondly, when you say the warranty is carried forward, do you mean my original warranty is paused while it's being processed, then continues, or there is a new warranty for the new console/parts? 2 minutes later, they reply, due to the nature of your query, we'll need to speak to you before we can look into this for you. Please give us a call on 1300 365 911 for Australia and 09 blah 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 for New Zealand, and one of our team will be happy to help. We look forward to hearing from you. Why do I need to talk to you on the phone for this? So I reply to them. Hi again, why do you need to speak to me in person? I don't mean to be difficult, but last time I phoned it took an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm not going to do that again. I'm sure you understand, Alex. They reply about 6 hours later, I understand if calling us is not ideal for you. Correct, it is not. Our screening center will try to repair your unit. If the repair is not possible, then a replacement will be needed. In regards to your warranty, if you have more than 3 months left, your warranty will remain unchanged. If you have less than 3 months left from your warranty, there will be additional time added until you have the full 3 months. So that's good to know. If you're sending in your PS5 for repairs and it has less than 3 months left of the warranty, they will increase the warranty to a full 3 months for those repairs. Which, I mean, it could be better. They could give you 6 months, they could give you 12 months, but I mean, it's better than nothing. So my final email on the 22nd of October at 6:39 PM was, hello, great, that answers it. Thanks. So on that same day, 22nd of October, I got an email with my returns reference number, a list of my personal information, which they asked me to check was correct, and thankfully it was, because if it wasn't, they said, please call PlayStation support on blah blah blah, and I was not going to do that again. And they also said, prepare your product for shipping by following the instructions found here, link to a website. Once you have packaged your product, print out the attached shipping label, paying careful attention to any additional instructions included with the label. That's it, you're now ready to return your PlayStation product. Thanks, PlayStation. Great! That only took from the 17th of September to the 22nd of October. That's fine. But also annoyingly, their links don't take you directly to where you want to go. So it's like, prepare your product for shipping by following the instructions here. So you click the link and it says, what do you need help with? And it's like, well, I need help with preparing my product for shipping back. but it doesn't take you directly to that page. So instead of following that link, I ended up actually following the link on the returns shipping label, which luckily I checked because I was going to be bloody lost. And it's like, how do I package my return? Click on the PS5 and it tells you everything that you need to do to back it up. So I said my goodbyes. Unplugged my PS5 for what may be the very last time, and took off the stand. You don't send the cords, just the actual console. I had saved an old Marley spoon box, but surprise, surprise, it didn't fit because the PlayStation 5 is monstrous. Printed off the shipping labels, cut them out and stuck them on the box, and then shot it off in the mail, hoping it wouldn't get lost on the way. If we use my tracking label on the Track Your Return page, we can see that I shipped it to them on the 1st of November. There's no record of them actually receiving it, but on the 9th of November, it says, on its way back to you. Anyway, I hope this whole effort was worth it. It felt wrong shipping off a PlayStation 5 console when they are so hard to come by. Just like putting it in a basic box and sending it off in the post. Like, I felt like my poor PlayStation was like, Father, why? Don't worry, son, it's just for a small while, I'll see you again. But what if they replace me with a new one? Don't worry, they won't, they'll just fix you up and send you right back. They might replace you. Anyway, if you haven't noticed, it's getting dark. So I'll check in with you again when I receive the replacement console. Au revoir. So my PlayStation 5 finally arrived, or at least I bloody hope it's my PlayStation 5. So the whole process overall has taken from the 1st of November to the 30th of November. But anyway, that's done now. It's back. And I hope that Sony has actually fixed it, because they didn't actually say. But the time is now. Let's open her up and see. What does it look like when Sony sends you back a PlayStation console? Firstly, I wonder how it fits in this box, because this must be really tightly packed in there, because this is not a big box. And the PlayStation is a big boy. Come on. Oh my god. The floorboards in this house, not stable. Literally, like, this must be the entire width. Is it safe in here? Have they... When I sent it off to Sony, it was wrapped in bubble wrap. And then they sent it back to me, like, just in a box. This is what it feels like. I'm making wild assumptions. Could you fucking open, please? I can't get my thumb in here. What the fuck is this? Could you get out, please? Ooh, okay. Okay. They do have bubble wrap. Should I be doing this on a more stable surface? A wider surface? Probably. Okay. This way up. And well, good thing I read that after I'd already opened it. Ooh. Where's the top? Okay, so they've got, they've got a system. I've got to figure it out. Okay, great. Please don't drop this, Alex. Cool. This must be my original PS5 because it seems to have like little minor hairline scratches or whatever you call them. Because this bloody glossy black bit just like scratches up. So, if this is my original PS5, does it work? Plugging the power in, plugging the HDMI in. Nothing happened. Ah, there we are. It's because I was pressing the eject button. Funny I didn't panic. I was just like, ah, fuck. It's still broken. Oh! The opening screen, of course. I didn't think I would see it again. Fancy. I've got like 3 minutes to wrap up this video because I have plans today. I really need to wash my hair. That's not my commitment, but I do need to wash my hair. Aufwachen! English, United Kingdom. Yeah. Ooh. Alright, moment of truth. I've been avoiding doing this a little bit. I'm feeling really, not optimistic about this. I'm feeling pessimistic about this. Probably because, you know, it took Sony weeks to even reply to my email. What are the chances they've actually been able to fix my PS5 in the 4 days or whatever that they actually had it for? I guess we're about to find out. I'm just gonna cut myself off here. So I tested the disk drive noise using a PS4 game, a PS5 game, and a Blu-ray disc, and I thought we were all good. I think we're good. We weren't. So a while after recording that, I started playing the remastered Uncharted games on PlayStation 4 and realized that the PS5 is most definitely not fixed. Take a listen. The PS5 was so loud whenever I booted it up with this in there, and at intermittent points throughout the game as I was playing it. And I thought, is this just the Nathan Drake collection? Like, why am I just noticing this now? And then I tried a bunch of other PS4 physical games, and nope. Not just old Nathan, all of them. It seems to be significantly worse on PS4 games compared to PS5 games, unless that just happened to be a coincidence with the games that I tried, but not fixed. And I thought, how is this possible? I tested multiple different discs. And then I realized, oh, shoot. The PS4 game that I tested was Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I already had Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, the PS5 version, installed on the system. I'm not sure how PS5 upgrades work, but if it's playing digitally, then it wasn't reading off the disc, hence why it wasn't making loud noise. And it's not as bad with PS5 games, but is that because they install more of it on the hard drive when you play it? Or it just reads it differently? I'm not sure. But it had been quite a while and I thought, how have I not noticed it before now? And I realized that since getting the PS5 back, I'd only been playing digital PS4 games or PS5 upgraded games. Like I played Ratchet & Clank on PS4, and I played Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, and I was playing Death Stranding Director's Cut. Crap. And of course, I realized this after the extra 3-month warranty has already lapsed. Great. But I decided to get in touch with Sony anyway because I figured, well, it's not as if this isn't a pre-existing issue. This didn't just show up after the extended warranty has expired. This was my reason for sending it into Sony for repairs in the first place. So clearly they just didn't fix it properly the first time. But unfortunately, I also acknowledge that I unintentionally didn't test it properly once I got it back from them. How lucky for me, that video didn't work, so we're gonna have to record it again. Something I forgot to mention is that it seems as though Blu-ray movies and TV shows now run almost quietly. Like they fixed the movies and TV shows, but they didn't fix the games. I should also note that I do still occasionally get the connection issue when if I turn on the PlayStation 5 using the DualSense controller, the sound doesn't connect, but that could also, as I said earlier, be a Samsung thing as opposed to specifically a problem with the console. So I'm willing to let that slide. I haven't had the connection issue where the video doesn't come through, just the sound. So at least that is fixed, apparently. So anyway, I emailed Sony again. Yay. Just replying to the same email thread that we had before. I'm not going to take you through the whole conversation because I feel like we've seen enough emails for one video, but I'll give you the overall gist of it. So essentially I'm like, hey Sony, me again. Funny story. You know how you fixed my PlayStation a while back? Yeah, I don't think you actually fixed it. And I explained the whole thing about how I'd mainly been playing digital games and therefore hadn't realized earlier that the initial issue hadn't been properly fixed. So they replied and said, I'm really sorry this issue reoccurred, and then gave me a list of things I could try, like possible fixes, like taking off the faceplates and then putting them back on. And even though I knew that wouldn't really solve anything because I tried that last time, I decided to do it anyway because I wanted to be able to say I've tried everything It's not that. I think it's the same disk drive issue that it always has been. They also reminded me, very helpfully, that the PlayStation 5 doesn't run silently. And I said, yes, I do understand that the PlayStation 5 cannot run completely silently, but the level of noise that is coming from my PlayStation 5 cannot be considered an acceptable level of noise. They asked me to send a link to a video of the PlayStation 5 making the noise. They said, unfortunately, we're gonna have to book another exchange for your device, which I was not at all surprised about. But if it's found to be within normal operating parameters, then it will be returned in the same condition. Which made me wonder, did they do that last time? Did they think there's nothing wrong with this noisy ass PlayStation, let's just send it back? But then how come Blu-ray movies and TV shows seem to be fixed now? I don't know how it works, but that seems weird. So I gave them all the details that they've requested from me, like my address and blah blah blah. They replied, oh. It appears that your console is now beyond the 12-month warranty, so we can't do it for free. However, we can provide you with a refurbished console for $400. I said, look, I totally get that, it is beyond the 12-month warranty, but as this is a previously existing issue, one that I brought up with you while it was still in warranty, I was hoping that you could actually still fix it. They said, sorry, but we can only reiterate that it's beyond the 12-month warranty and therefore we will have to charge you to fix it. And then I'll admit I had to get a little bit Karen. I said, again, I understand that it's outside the 12-month warranty, but my disappointment stems from the fact that it clearly wasn't fixed properly the first time when I sent it off to you within the warranty period. It's not a new issue that's arisen outside of the warranty. There's proof in this email chain of this issue existing during the warranty period. It's clear that it's the same issue which you were responsible for fixing in the first place and didn't, and now you're telling me that you don't have any legal obligation to fix it as it's outside of the warranty, so you're in the clear. It's good that you offer a replacement service, but essentially I'd be paying $400 on top of the $750 that I've already paid for the console. So I'd be paying $1,150 just to get a PS5 that actually works like it's supposed to. So then they passed the case on to the specialist team, who just told me the same information. It's outside of the warranty, so there's nothing we can do, blah, blah, blah. And additionally, they said their investigation has concluded that a service would not be recommended, which to me sounds like they still don't think it's actually an issue. So in my final email to them, I said, everyone who purchases a PS5 should have the same PS5 experience. For one person to have an almost silent console while another cannot hear character dialogue over the noise that theirs is making should not be considered acceptable noise. I understand how warranties work. I worked in retail for 9 years, but it's just very frustrating that when I sent it off to you to be fixed within the warranty period, you didn't actually fix it. I do understand that the warranty has expired and that warranties can't last forever, and that they did give me an additional 3 months, and I didn't notice the issue during that 3 months, so that's on me for not picking it up earlier. And in hindsight, it's like, how could I not have used a PlayStation 4 game during that time? How could I not think to test a PlayStation 4 game that wasn't a PS5 upgrade? But I didn't, and that's just really unfortunate, I guess. So maybe it is on me. But yeah, it's also just really annoying when, you know, I've been a PlayStation supporter since I was 8 years old and got my first PlayStation, my PlayStation 1, and I bought every single one of their consoles since then, even the PlayStation Portable and the PlayStation Vita. Always been a big fan, always talking them up to everyone, always shitting on Xbox loyally. Plus the fact that there is very obvious evidence of this issue existing within the warranty period. For them to just turn around and say, soz, but it's outside the warranty now, so nothing to be done. Sucks to be you. It's pretty annoying. I've read comments from people online who say that their PlayStation 5s are whisper quiet, essentially silent. And I feel like that's the experience that I expected, and it's the experience that I want. And there is part of me that is tempted to pay that $400 and just get a refurbished console with a new warranty. But it's just such a waste of money. Plus, I feel like at this point, I may as well just hold out for the PlayStation 5 Slim, which will undoubtedly come out at some point. Honestly, I do still love the PlayStation 5 console. I don't particularly love mine when it's trying to play a PlayStation 4 game and it's just constantly screaming at me. But the console as a whole, as a concept, I love it. The DualSense controller, the fast load times, mwah. Chef's kiss. The screeching? no chef's kiss. So yeah, that was my somewhat lengthy tale of returning my faulty PlayStation 5 to Sony. The conclusion of which is they didn't actually fix it, at least not properly. Yay! Anyway, this has been a long video, so thank you so much for sticking through it. I hope it's been beneficial to somebody and has prevented the same nonsense from happening to somebody else. So if you do need to send your PlayStation 5 off to Sony to get repaired, make sure you do so as soon as possible. And when you get it back from them, please make sure that they've actually fixed it by testing it thoroughly, using different methods and not just one type of game. Also, just thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel since I guess I started this channel many moons ago. It's been a goal of mine for a very long time to hit 1,000 subscribers because people say that first 1,000 is sort of like, that's the sticking point, that's the real hard part to get to. And once you get to that, things are just a bit more smooth sailing. And late last year, around about the same time that I started filming this video actually, it's taken me a while to get around to editing it, I hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone. And since then, it's kept going. So just huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me. I really do appreciate it. It's kind of hard to believe that I'm finally got to that point. Anyway, that brings me to the end of the video. Let me know, do you also have a noisy PlayStation 5? Have you tried to get it fixed by Sony and were you successful? Or do you have one of these silent PlayStation 5s? How noisy is your PlayStation 5? Let me know down in the comments below. If you're not currently subscribed, you can do so by clicking the face. If you want to give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.